Nelson, alcoholic addict. That's not my real name. That's the pen name I came up with here at LOL Sober. I had a whole plan for what I wanted to say on Thanksgiving. Something about gratitude and family and blah, 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 blah. Don't get me wrong. I do feel some of that, but I need to be honest and call myself out on what has been a pretty grumpy week for me. I went away for a few days, so I had my own hotel room, a lot of silence. I could eat what I wanted, whenever I wanted. I could watch whatever I felt like. I didn't have 3 kids barking at me all the time. Weren't 3 cats meowing how hungry they are. It was quite peaceful. But I also missed them a lot, for sure. I did. But then I got home, and it was chaos. And there was some halt stuff happening, hungry, angry, lonely, tired, halt. I'd gotten to 1 meeting in 4 days, and I made a bunch of phone calls. But my spiritual gas tank, it was just a little lower than usual. And I felt it. I'm at that point in sobriety where I don't think I'm particularly close to picking up a drink or a drug. But the world record for emotional sobriety is also 24 hours in a day. So my spiritual clock resets every morning. And that means I ended up having a pretty hard time with my family on the first night back. That term that I hear a lot, it's squirrely, and I was definitely squirrely. I still am. There's still a little bit of a hangover from just getting a little disrupted from the routine, That's the big message I would pass along. I spent a lot of time thinking about it. To thine own self be true is something we say all the time. And what that means to me is that I call myself out when I'm squirrely. And I have a duty now. I know better. I need to do my damnedest to get unsquirrely. I'm one of many people who already find that the next 6 weeks or so, the holidays, they're especially tough because it's easy to drift, even just a bit. Even if I do 10% less program stuff, that means I'm probably 10% off, and that means out of every 10 nasty reaction thoughts I get in my head, maybe one of the 10 slips past the goalie, and suddenly I'm telling my kids they suck and that I want new ones for Christmas. I actually feel pretty thankful for that realization. I'm one of those people who has an unbreakable bond with God that constantly comes and goes. But maybe this is one of those higher power moments where maybe I had a bumpy November 22nd so that I won't have to have a bumpy November 25th or an ugly December 25th or a bad January 1st. Maybe it's a little stocking stuffer in advance to remind me what an asshole I can turn into with just a tiny slip off the beam. It does not take much. So let me leave you with just happy Thanksgiving. Thank you for helping me stay a little more sober today. I get a lot out of doing this newsletter, and so I appreciate people listening and reading. And remember, even if you feel really spiritually fit today, maybe somebody else in your sober network is 10% off. Maybe that phone call from you will matter a lot more to them than it does to you. Maybe you help them get back on that beam. So pick up your phone maybe. I bet you it helps you too. So thank you for letting me share.